Hey guys, Flippin' Landlord Ninja here.
Kevin the Property Prince.
And we are Two Guys Take on Real Estate. Today we wanted to talk about something that a lot of people are seeing. They're getting great profits from crypto.
Absolutely.
And yeah, right. And when you sell that, what are you going to do? You got to pay Uncle Sam a bunch of money? I don't think so.
We can't have that.
Heck no.
So if you want to learn more about that, how to keep your money, make sure you take a moment, subscribe to us here, and don't forget to ring that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos.
Oh yeah.
Two Guys Take on Real Estate.
So first I'd like to start with, we are not qualified financial planners or anything like that. I'd highly recommend you talk to your CPA to verify this for your city and your state and how to best structure it for yourself.
Feels surprising that we should have to disclaim that. I mean, I don't think anybody would confuse us with professional, anything.
Professional, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So to avoid any confusion, you're right. Always get some consultation from some qualified individuals familiar with your local laws.
So recently, the IRS has made it abundantly clear that crypto is considered an asset or an intangible property, especially on your recent tax forms. They want to make sure you're disclosing if you bought or sold any cryptocurrency recently. So that's something you're going to have to start expecting that you're going to have to pay taxes on, and especially if it's short term, which means basically if it's under 366 days, you have to pay what's called short term capital gains, and that can be up to like 40% of your that profit there.
Yeah, people don't think a lot about that, and they look at their winnings and they often spend their winnings without really anticipating potentially getting taxed massively. So what can you do to maybe limit that, mitigate that, or defer it for a while?
Exactly. Well, one such way that we found is that you can actually work with a law that actually was under the Trump administration back in 2017. They set up these things called opportunity zones. And do you know what those are, Kev? Can you kind of give a little information? Great.
And opportunity zones were for areas of different, cities and towns that were basically designated as areas that can be having different breaks and incentives to improve it, essentially.
But here is the map you can find on the government's website where you can literally zoom in or put a street address to see if that address that you have, that property you have, is actually in an opportunity zone. And it could be literally one street over, and all of a sudden you're in an opportunity zone, and the next street over, you're out of the opportunity zone. It's very specific. I don't know how they come up with the actual specific designations of the areas, but... Yeah,
there's got to be some reasoning for it. It's kind of like those delivery places that'll deliver to literally all the way to one side of the street, but if you live on the other side of the street, you can't deliver there.
That's frustrating. What you can do is you can actually set up an LLC with your CPA, because we're not that, and basically work on putting your funds or your profits from your crypto that you've sold into this fund. And that fund, as long as it buys, and from my understanding, talk to a CPA, as long as it buys 90% or more into these opportunity zones, that will qualify you for getting this deferral of taxes.
And, finding professionals that are going to be a great asset to you, whether it's CPA for accounting type things and all that, finding real estate attorneys that are phenomenally, experienced with the different things in your field of business. Really, really important part of creating your team so you can go and really maximize your business endeavors. Having a CPA and somebody to go to on these types of things is certainly something you don't want to overlook.
You're going to want to make sure that you're actually putting these funds in this LLC within 180 days of the sale of taking on the profits, basically, with the sale of your crypto. The other thing is you're going to need to hold it at the minimum of 5 years to get any tax deferral, and generally about 10 years holding it there to get 100% tax deferral for those profits.
So, wow. I mean, sounds like an awful lot of commitment to this kind of stuff too, but that is a way to help be able to defer and then minimize the amount of taxes you'd have to pay. Wouldn't be something you'd probably want to do if you made $50. This is probably for the investors that had a real great day with Dogecoin, I guess.
Oh, Dogecoin, yeah.
Or somebody that, again, if you put in real money and you had these massive, massive returns, this probably isn't a tidbit of advice or a strategy that you're going to be needing if you're looking at working with $100 in the crypto market.
No, this is looking, you're made significant profits, and you're looking to diversify those profits into something what I'd like to call a more inefficient market, whereas crypto, as we know, is a very efficient market, which basically means that overnight within hours, you can lose 20, 30, 100% or 90% of your profits gone because things trade so quickly. And they're trading overnight, over weekend, nonstop. Whereas real estate is what's called inefficient market, and things just take months and months to actually shift. You can't sell a house generally within a day. You definitely can't sell it within hours.
No, I mean, then again, we pulled off some pretty quick transactions, but he's exactly right. With real estate, at least you'll see some warnings. You'll notice the market starting to shift. You can then take appropriate action to secure and safeguard your investments. But with crypto, it could happen while you sleep. So unless you're sleeping for about 6 months at a time, real estate is going to give you a lot more warning signs and the ability to adapt to the current market.
Exactly. Now, like we talked about earlier, you definitely want to talk to your CPA because some states don't have all the advantages of these opportunity zone funds. I think actually Massachusetts, unfortunately, is one of them. That's why we look outside of this area. But I think there's just a couple, but majority of states are taking advantage of opportunity zones, which is fantastic. So you should definitely have, before any laws change, talk to your CPA and see what you can do to take advantage of that.
Well, we'll have to start talking to ours, just in case we have an amazing night with investing in Dogecoin, Bitcoin, or some other type of coin that we haven't even heard of yet.
Are you really investing in Dogecoin?
I don't think I'm invested in Dogecoin.
Okay, me neither.
Enough to make it worthwhile anyway, unless it really blows up. Hey, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope this was helpful. And if you want to check a video about wholesaling, you should check this video out right here.
It's a great way to start making money to invest in crypto. Learn how to wholesale with us on our channel.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.